दो दिन exercise की, you've done 2 days with that. This morning when you got up, how did you feel? Did you feel slightly different than before?
Yes, I think so.
If you practiced it. If you didn't practice, you may not. Did you feel slightly different when you got up? Can you explain how different you felt when you got up? Normally, when we don't do exercise, we get up, we still feel sleepy. You're just getting up, fully charged up, still yawning. You're supposed to be fully charged up and you're still yawning. Normally. You find something different when you got up. Were your eyes more wide open?
Yeah. Yes, I felt that.
The activation to the brain cells took place just like this. No sluggishness in the brain activation. Did you drink hot water?
Yes.
Did you feel perspiring stage coming up after 10 minutes? That means it was not hot. It was only lukewarm then. Do you drink really hot water sometimes? Hot milk?
Yes. I do.
You feel perspiring after it,
Yes.
drinking? That's the type of water you have to drink in the morning. That's the temperature level you have to drink. Sometimes you take your shirt off after you drank that hot milk and hot tea. And when you have green chilies inside the vegetable, what happens? Oh my God. You try to take that. And that's the blood circulation you want. Okay? Avoid red chili throughout your life. Avoid red chili powder throughout your life. Get rid of white sugar from the house completely throughout the life, so that new generations will be totally different. You want healthy generations? You are young, you want to create. That means we're going to lay the foundation not with the sand, we're going to lay the foundation with the wood clay. A lot of things to discuss today. Any improvement at all in any area of your body? We like to know. Otherwise, what are we doing here if we don't have any feedback? Be truthful to yourself. What did you gain? What did you improve?
Overall good feeling.
Yeah, that's part of the oneness side. We want to emphasize more on the body problems. We care more for this body and the mind. Do you feel more calm? Do you want your children to be healthy? If there is always either some interest, we are here. or we have some problem, we are not satisfied with the other means of cure, we are looking for new technique which does not cost anything. Yes. Everything counts. Walking, those who have back problems, anybody? Do you walk in the morning?
Yes.
How fast you walk in the morning? Do you do swift walking?
Just normal.
So the heart is still, we don't want to walk like in India in a park, two couples going slower than the penguin. Heart does not know. You can walk miles like that. If you go at second gear in the car, tell me how long it will take to miss stuck. Tell me. In the second gear. Would you be happy when you arrive there? Did you wash your eyes? How many times? 3-4 times. Did you praise the water? Did you praise the eyes as the fingers touch the eyes? There is big difference. You're just washing the eyes without praising. 1,000 to 1 difference. How related to health? Everything counts. The thought process is the key to health. The main key to health. You think the medicine is curing you. Not at all. Nobody tells you there is something in your body which knows whether you put the ring on the finger to do something with it, or you took the medicine, remembers that? Can you tell when you took last time some tablet or whatever? Can you remember that? Did you ever take any medication? You still remember now? That's what we're talking about. When you took something, it's recorded. And that's the healing process inside. Not the medicine. It's the orientation to the Atma. Changing the magnetic domain towards the positivity side. Health is positive, right? Disease is negative. Which one would you choose? Those who took the package. Did you read the last page? Those who took the package to make the copies. The back page says, breathe deeper slowly, all the time, live longer. Do you deny that? Did you ever see the doctor breathing deep? While he has a cup of coffee and tea on the table. Follow sunrise and sunset principle. Bringing you into the natural rhythm where the health prevails. Health prevails in the synchronization of our system as part of the cosmos with the natural cycle. Follow sunrise and sunset. This means you will get up with the sunrise and you will sleep with sunset. And without this kind of education, do you know in the universe there is something which follows that principle? A living thing. What would be that? Birds. So if we can think of these simple things, it starts on the right direction, towards the health side. We are what we think. You know, first 7 days when we were born, we had no 5 senses. Agree? Within 7 days, we started seeing, we started feeling the touch, we started tasting, and we got biased. And then the TV started, and there is some toy inside the cereal. Oh, he goes with the mom to the store, he runs to that toy, not to the cereal. Sugar Krispies. So what we are, what we think, eat and drink, physically and mentally. To be natural, we must think natural, eat natural, and drink natural. Your health starts right there. The key word you follow, find which is natural. Is shrab natural or water natural? Then why do you drink the shrab?
पर कई लिखा शराब भी नेचुरल हो जाती है.
If it is natural, we are thinking of what God created, not what man created. And put a little 5 drops to the plant. Put 2 plants, 1 plant on this side, 1 plant on this side of your bedside, and try to feed the plant. This one with water, that one with the liquor. Find out. Do the experimenting as I go on my life. Perfect, pure, balanced, unbiased thought. Perfectly pure, balanced, unbiased thought. Diet, drink. Thought, diet, drink. Food can only create perfectly balanced physical, mental, and spiritual health. But everything starts in the physical plane, remember that. If our body is aching and we are trying to meditate, why don't you teach meditation? A lot of people ask me. You have to practice deep breathing 3 months before you can be ready. If you're yapping too much outside about the past and future, you're not ready for meditation. For new creation by male and female, our goal, or otherwise get punished by one of the universal natural laws of nature, law of compensation, punya, papa, karma. So this puts you in perfect balance. Look for balanced food. How would you make balanced vegetable? How would you make balanced dal? 2 people brought these, or 3 people? How many people brought these? 2? Did you read? Tell me whatever you wrote, whatever you read in it. Did you read at all? Tell us what you like, if you like some.
Deep breathing is very beneficial.
Louder?
Deep breathing,
Yeah.
it really helps.
Okay.
I experience, I go through a lot of stress. It really helps. Whenever I'm in stress, I always do that.
Most people can be.
Quite hard when you are more really in such a situation, you become so helpless. I think the only thing helps is the deep breathing. Because you can't do anything. Nothing you can change the circumstances. In order to keep yourself calm is deep.
Okay. When you are in perfect balance, tuned to the right radio, you see, nothing pure is available in the stores. What the hell would you do? Okay? When you are perfectly tuned, out of 1,000 items on the shelf, you will go directly without any bias thinking and put your finger there when you are perfectly tuned. Out of 1,000 things, there's one thing there, the right one. Your finger will go right on it, even with the closed eyes. That's what perfect balance does. You get tuned to the cosmic. We are too far away from cosmic. I wrote one page on cosmic and material relationship when somebody died in our family. And my daughter and my son asked me, can we please put this on the Facebook? I said, go ahead. Can we make some corrections? Go ahead. And they did that. Then I recorded it for future. So it's very important. We are working with the health, but the base of the health is the breath. The breath leads to perfect balance. When your body, mind comes to balance, it automatically chooses the right things. Your taste of the tongue disappears. You never say this is good or bad. You're out of those things. You will always straight, yes or no. Did you read the first 2 pages?
I did, but I don't remember everything.
Okay.
I understood.
First 2 pages say, decision-making process and commitment applies to every walk of life. Marks of the children in the class, health, business. Tell you what, you all came from India. The day you were given permission to come to India, did you go into this thinking, should I or shouldn't I? What if? And here, when they want to start some business, one person says, what if you don't get a loan? What if he doesn't run? So everybody tries to pull each other all the time. Only one person has to say no, that is never successful. Did you have that kind of experience in your life? Only one person has to say no. I don't agree for this. Whether you take marriage or you take business, this is what's happening in our families. We are never synchronized with each other. Synchronization is base, In your life, set an example that my wife Resham and I have a single account throughout our life. And common with our children. Do you have anybody here? I have to give you my personal examples of my life. How we get perfect health. Everything counts, what we do, what we love. To achieve maximum. So this first page, it says, in every walk of life we keep saying, oh, I'm doing my best. The best I can, I'm doing. I'm trying hard. We never say yes or no. We always say, I'm trying hard. I'm doing my best. And that's why success is only partial. It's never 100%. To achieve 100%, we have to commit. And then God-given power comes into us. We are never committed. Did you ever use or see a computer using 3 decisions? Trying, yes or no? Tell me. Did you ever see the computer doing that? Software doing that?
Yes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Only 2 words.
But most of decisions are between yes and no. It only goes out the loop when it says yes or no. If it's trying, it stays in the loop, right? When we scan something, if I scan that door, if somebody is coming in, is scanning the 2 doors continuously, that's a time. When it finds, it only says yes or no, get out from that loop. 100 completed, get out the loop. But do we ever say that? Now, when we say yes or no, then comes the commitment. Are we committed to 10%, 50%, 60%, 75%, or 100%? Whatever we are committed for, energy comes with us. Energy and our commitment work together. There will be no restriction in our way to complete the commitment when we are committed truthfully to ourselves, not for somebody else, committing to ourselves. And this is that second page diagram tells. You won't find that in any book on this planet.
There's a negative and positive.
Yes.
That
That's where the marks of the
yes,
children,
yes.
100%.
I couldn't get it.
It is the balance. Our material plane is dependent on the good and bad. If we don't have that, God has given us the intellect. Man tarazi chit tula.
Yeah, but even you do the 100% do right thing, still wrong thing happens.
Yeah, that's the tuning part. Okay. Everybody, if somebody slaps on my face, he's doing the right thing. Okay. If somebody says no, he's doing the right thing. So that's the decision, that's the intellect part, and we only have to find that out after the action took place. That somebody killed somebody or stabbed somebody, he realizes afterwards, not at the time the energy exploded. Agree with you, 100%. Okay. All it's to do with the tuning part. Okay. How biased we are. So we get out of the bias, and that's balance is all about. So we want to analyze the cross section of those 2 lines. Okay. You all know XY graph, where the XY graph crosses. Do you know the definition of this XY graph? Did any teacher explain to you where it comes from? Are those straight lines? We see them straight here, but if somebody explained to you in your life, you should know that they are not straight lines we are talking about. Are they imaginary or real? Are the XY graph imaginary or real?
It is real.
These two imaginary lines are not real. When we say imaginary, they are the center line of the universe. Two lines, they're not lines anymore, they are circular lines encompassing the universe. And they cross each other at 2 points. And that center point has been taken where they crossed. So, small arc taken from the universe, it looks like a straight line. That's where XY graph mathematician brought out. We want to analyze at that cross section where it says yes, no, yes, no. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? If anybody gets stuck at that center point, and I'm sure some of you who have hypertension, who had or have, they are in this category here. Okay? Should I or shouldn't I? Now, a lot of you, I recall now, go back when you wanted to come to Canada. That night, that day, that party you had, should I or shouldn't I? Did you go through this experience at the time of sleeping? When you are trying to sleep, you go into this experience. You go into this experience, some garbage you brought from work, office, or whatever. Oh, that damn guy. You keep on thinking of the same thing all the time. You couldn't sleep. In other words, at that point, our brain cells need at least 25 milliseconds active rest. Active rest.
So how do you pacify that?
Pardon?
How do you pacify that something stuck in your mind?
We are getting to that. We are getting to that. That's where commitment starts. This is the ±1 unit area where commitment is minimum. And that's where maximum is. That's where maximum is. The center of this, if you draw the diagonal there, if you sit at that cross section underneath, the energy is maximum. If you recite Om at that point, it will be like a pipe. It won't reflect from the walls. It will be like a pipe. You will experience it if you sit there. You have to do these experiments where the maximum energy is. Here we combine all that maximum energy, distributed equally to everybody, sharing in the sharing part. Anyway, at this point, should I or shouldn't I? We get out of it, say yes, no. You want to experiment? Shall I prove it? Come over. Come over, you come over. We'll use you for this experiment. You all watch now. You will be amazed how important this part is when you are making a decision to get out of that loop. If you don't get out, you end up within 3 days to 7 days at the psychiatric hospital due to that. Okay? What's your name?
Meena.
Meena. Meena is going to do this experiment of the 0 point. I'm going to pin her attention to this point if she has the power to pull it. Okay? from my hand. Try to move this strip from my hand, but don't pull it. Try. And this is where intellect is operating. Is it good or bad? Should I or shouldn't I? In that way of life. Try to pull it. In the trying in your life is a zero success. The intellect cannot decide when you are trying something. It cannot succeed. Don't pull it. Try it. I didn't ask you to pull it. Try to pull it. At least
You can't do anything.
At
You're
least-
just trying.
That's right. Never use that word in your life. That means you are out of this loop. If you reprogram it now in your life, that Gurbachan said that, never use that word in your life. Yes, I will do it. No, I cannot do it. That's it. Done. Stay out of that loop. And your life is straight with that. Yes on your right, no on your left. Khanyo tikhi, walo nikhi, ek marjana. Guru Arvind Dev Ji. You don't look at right or don't look at left. And Muslim prayer which they do. And they come to the center for that meaning. Your state is way ahead, not even back, way ahead. Keep walking in your way. Then you kisi di changi ji, kisi di madi ji, no, you won't interfere at all. You'll be living dead walking outside when you're in that state. I am living dead outside for the last 35 years.
Yeah, I think that
But when I'm operating,
it works. I believe that it works. I did it for a while, yes.
we are operating above 100%. This is where chakti apne aap chalti fir. When you are operating above, for scientific knowledge, at 100% science goes, right? Above 100% spirituality starts. And Newton's law fails there, above 100%. Why? Because energy is maximum at that point. So that's what we work with. And in the physical plane, we want to boost this energy. Okay? Why do we do this? Holding the hands here and all the energy from the Muladhara chakra comes into the hands and you do the Reiki healing all the way. Only the thought power. Everything is there in us. Thank you very much. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. How strong you are.
I believe I'm strong enough.
You're strong enough.
Yes.
With your maximum strength. With your maximum jinni strength. Throw the swag on the right side.
No, I cannot do that. I could not do it. I cannot even dream of it.
See, we don't realize how many thousand times it went through to make that decision inside at the speed of light, the intellect. And Guru Sahib very, very clearly explained that mantra di chittala kaise sthatva gati bhitar sasatoli in chittala. And that's where balance comes. Thank you. I'm going to read through quickly. You'll get this package. Whenever we were children, we were shortcutting through the lawns coming home. So I learned all these things. Walk long, talk short. We want to conserve energy in the body. Walk long, talk short. Because every thought is energy rich. When we say out of the lips, it is 100 times more energy loss. If it's not meaningful. If it's not meaningful, not constructive, talk, it wastes energy. In other words, whatever we talk about the past, whatever we talk about the future, more wasteful. And we waste all that energy which is needed in the body. Particularly those who are 99% abdominal breathing, because we want to charge the upper side of the lungs. And it's not happening. All the diseases today are due to the imbalance in the body because we are not charging the above, the third lobe of the lungs, which is for the brain. See? Never miss hot water, lemon juice, honey, cinnamon, 1 glass of plain water afterwards in the morning, before walking. Eat water, drink food. Eat water, drink food. Just analyzing how serious it is. Saliva is supposed to be maximized in our food, which does 65% of the digestive part right in the mouth. If you chew it, like Babaji says, chew it 32 times under your 32 teeth before you swallow it. They were right. They knew what they were telling us when we were children. Don't talk when you eat. And here, all the real estate agents, they only have to discuss the business at that table.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
We talk about, don't think about the past and don't think about the future. But then, how do we plan for the future? Should we just be, not think about future at all? I mean, that's how we make plans.
No, what we're saying here is, you only plan for small future. What you want to do in morning. Did you say I want to get up in the morning at this and this time? That's the planning we are talking about. Tomorrow we have to do this and this. Did you make the timetable? That's enough. You want to do 7 days planning? Put it down.
So you shouldn't be thinking more.
But you don't ponder on it.
Okay.
Because that's where desynchronization occurs. Bus is at the stop yet, but we are thinking of the bus here. Present is there. Everything is going to the present. Okay? We are in perfect balance only in the present. We don't want to detach from the future. No. We don't want to detach from the past. No. Because those experiences are learning experiences to keep us straight. But the chat mode we are talking about, as is happening in the guest house, in the guest room, where everybody is, kal parso, this and that. That kind of we want to avoid. A lot of energy is wasted. And then they say, Mera ta sir dukhla pe. Never miss eye drops in the morning. How many people have eye drops in the house? See? Value your eyes. How many people feel dryness in the afternoon in the eyes? not drinking enough water. See? Your mucus is used for lubrication of the joints and the eyes. Your sinus cups are under the eyes. You know how the gears get oil in the mechanical machinery? Okay. The gear is rotating and the part underneath, same way your transmission, same thing in the car. Okay. Picking up the oil and lubricating. Same way your eyes, when you are blinking, you are trying to lubricate. But what happens if the sinus cups don't have enough fluid in it? What will happen? No fluid? Then what happens? Evaporation is taking place. All the time, evaporation from the body taking place. And this area is the maximum effect on the eyes because it's constantly lubricating and there's no fluid. So when that goes down, you feel itchy and you try to rub and you create more problems. So eye drops right in your kitchen. Not only eye drops, medicine which is good for the eyes, nose, and the, what is the third? Nose, eyes, nose, ears, and the throat. Okay. Do you find anything on the shelf like that? Same medicine? You try to buy any eye drops. When you put them in, it comes in your throat. Oh, yucky smell. Right?
Yeah.
But this one, you swallow it because it's for the throat. Amazing. And natural. What is there? Lemon juice, adrak ras, ginger juice, white onion juice, mamira water, rose water, honey. If you don't have, be my guest. Test it. We have to shake it because onion has also fiber in it, very minute, fine fiber. You always shake it. And this is to flush it because we have the other bottles which are not the dropper in it. It's like dry rod type, and that's why it lasts longest. We have children's strength and adult strength, but you have to be very careful. Say, oh, is it going to be hurting? You already have fear in it. Okay? It will do more damage than doing any good. Because it's your mind which is doing the damage, not this. Okay? And you want to flush them more, you put the drop in. You have to blink. If you do this morning and evening, believe it or not. My eyesight was minus 2.75. Now it is 0. But of course, I do regular exercise, eye exercise, the complete exercise, and eye drops. Never miss morning and evening. Okay? You are supposed to lie down for a couple of minutes and keep on blinking. Let it flow through the back of the eye. Okay? And in Saudi Arabia, temperature goes up to 63 degrees. I still walk at 11 o'clock in that temperature. How do I keep the body cool? Without sweat. This is it. News to you. Without sweating. How do you keep the car cool? I learned a lot of things from the car. How do you keep the car cool? Car engine cool. What circulation? Okay. In the 63-degree temperature, I have my small towel with me. Okay. So whenever somebody meets me on the way at that temperature, shake my hand, and I cheat them at that time. Because when I see them, I change my hand. I say, this temperature, your hand is that cool? Okay. How do I keep my body cool? Okay. This is all I do. While I'm walking for 20 minutes, that's all I do. Okay. And not only that, first 5-7 years, cataract started with the intense heat. Okay. And that cataract at second stage is stand still for the last 10 years. You have UV light protection glasses. This also wet towel is going in and out of that lens to keep it cool. And 90% of the time while I'm walking, 90% of the time the eyes are closed. This is called commitment. You have to walk when your AC is running full blast inside the office, and outside is 63 degrees. Your blood circulation goes down. You've seen in your offices in the summer when the AC is on. Okay. We have never turned our AC on for the last 40 years we have been here. This is news to you. How many people have AC running today and yesterday? There you go. That's why you are here. And wherever we went in Canada, we used to give classes in the basements to people's houses here for a long, long time. And wherever I went, I taught them, switch AC off. You want to get better? Switch AC off. Yeah. Oh, we are aching, our whole body is aching, we are crying with pains. And, we create all our problems with our shrinking the limits. Your limits have shrunk. Okay. I have walked on the ice with the bare feet. I'm walking at 63 degrees there without any problem. More you shrink your limits, more your circulation will be minimized and more problems in the body. It's all due to not enough blood circulation, no heart pressure at all after 50 or 60. You're just living for a while. I have 2 cases right now in our locality. Wash eyes with water as many times as you go to the washroom. Wash eyes with massage body at least 2 to 3 times a week after bath. You know, you love your body. Soap is not the only thing you do. You also put lotion or oil on the body. There is not in 365 days a single day I didn't do that. Either lotion or oil on the body. And where would you miss? You will miss number 1, ladies khas karke. When you put your cream, you put like this. You never go here and you complain about my under eyes are black? Because you miss that. Where you miss it? More on the elbows, there. Where you miss on the knees, you miss right there. You check your knees, color of the knees, there. Tell you where you miss the moisturizing. If your body is not moisturized, it becomes hardened and aging starts on it faster. Okay. Never miss to watch the sunrise and sunset with salutation. Be in prayer while breathing, walking, bathing, talking, working, sitting, standing, sleeping, eating or drinking water only. Life is positive, disease is negative. Which one would you choose? Add amla, aloe vera, karela, cucumber and carrot fresh to your diet, daily diet. And when you make vegetables, one piece of all these things should go in your vegetable. And when you go to buy the vegetables, buy one of each, small pieces of each. Then cut each piece, mix them all together. That's called balanced vegetable. Not just one cauliflower. And that even becomes paste when you keep it too long on the stove. No vegetable should be cooked more than 10 minutes to 15 minutes. No vegetable. Throw away all your pressure cookers, number one, for that reason. Because we don't want to ruin everything in it. Your pressure cookers are only wasting $400 you wasted on it. Okay. They're no good for the health, let me tell you that. Does the sun or moon ever get up or go to bed late? Follow that principle. Let's follow that principle. He's telling us throughout centuries, giving his example. Follow natural laws of the universe and stay perfectly healthy. If allopathic medical system can cure all chronic and or genetic ailments, diseases, should the number or size of the hospitals be growing larger or smaller or equal to zero? Their size is increasing. What does that tell us? Did anybody get cured 100%? No. That's why people are looking for something new, and you are blessed. Okay? Not only blessed, your presence is recorded by 50 crore Devi Devata. Let me tell you that. Because your radio, I bet you there is always someone. Just happened, the radio, Kuldeep people were saying something. Anybody? There's always one. This is God's presence, God's direction, God's tuning. It only happens when you are tuned properly. That you're looking for, truthfully looking for something special. Okay. There's a lot more. How to cook vegetables, how to cook dals, how many dals, how many vegetables. Okay. When you have yogurt coming from the fridge, dal coming from the stove, here is minus 10 degrees. Here is dal, 80 degrees, and you are trying to eat separately. What will happen to the teeth when you put them in the mouth separately?
Hot and cold.
Yes. your teeth will have problems. Sensitivity will increase. Okay? Every time you drink tea, it's hurting. Every time you drink ice cream, it's hurting. It's because of that. Balance is mixed. As you put the yogurt on top of the dish of 80 degrees, dal in it, it picks up the steam and warms up the yogurt. Very simple. Okay. Not more. जी हाँ मन कर दे तहान मुंह कर दे लीवर अगर ठंड लगती तो तहान कर दे लीवर और पर ओके इतने भी ठंड है तो लीवर okay, let's get on with some work. Anybody wants to go to the washroom? Go quickly. So give it a thought. I have a couple of creams, the only two in the last 25 years for anything to do with the skin. Whenever contamination in the blood starts, there is a protective system, God-given system protects us. All that impurity comes out of the skin. We call some kind of disease or pimples, whatever. Some people get those big pimples inside the armpits due to too much sweating. Some people get fungi on the sweating areas. So, universal cream, one for the daytime, one for the night time. One called Poli, Indian name, but made in Belgium. The other one is Kenacom, the best of its kind for fungi. You know, the eyes get black wherever scars, you know, when you get hurt, scars come on the skin to soften the skin. And how many dental creams you use, there's a lot more to talk, we'll talk about tomorrow. And this is the Miracle Milk Masala, 64 herbs in it. Just, I'm going to experiment with it. Tell me when you smell. Already smelling? Okay. Let's see who drink coffee. People who drink coffee, they won't smell at all. I'm looking for the far side first. That's where the test is done. Far side. Anybody on the back? You smell yet? No. You drink coffee? On the far side. Anybody? Not yet? Too much coffee. Yeah? Yes now? Okay. Okay. This is not smell, it is going in the lungs. What we say, smell, it has gone in the lungs. Okay? And people who smoke don't smell these things. Okay? In the lungs must go pure air. Okay? This experiment tells you that there's 64 herbs in it. all good. If you drink it with the tea or coffee, it causes acidity. If you drink it with water, it causes acidity. And if you haven't drunk milk throughout your life, I give you this with milk, that person would start with milk right away. I love it. Okay? This is how good it is. It is called miracle because in Germany, my friend says, we have to change the name. It was called tea, chai masala, you know. So he said, you are trying to get rid of tea and you named it. So we were telling that it should be only taken with the milk, nothing else but milk, hot milk, not boiling with it. You just put it in the milk, drink it every night. And it's like almonds, soaked almonds, no cholesterol. Remember this, soaked almonds, no cholesterol. For last 35 years, I've been drinking shardai. Katne suniya ithe shardai pinda koi aaj tak? Gathiya ho janda, kainde ye ho janda. This is the 35th year I've been drinking that every morning. But we don't just put almonds in it. Almonds are soaked. Okay? People ask me, oh, too much cholesterol. When they are soaked overnight, 0% fat in it. 0% fat in the almonds. And our granddad used to say, goes directly to the brain power. Almonds for the brain. True? How many parents have told you in our childhood? So soaked almonds in the morning to the children, to yourself every morning. 11 almonds for the last, not 35 years, for 74 years. From the age 6 we have been feeding. If you soak them at night, okay? But with those natural fat, almonds and dry nuts and fruit, we'll go into it every day. After meals, most important. Those people who avoid all the fats externally, no ghee, no nothing. Fats are very important after, fat and sugar, very important after meals. But don't put cashews and go to the kitchen and cashews are finished. Only 2 or 3 grains, no more than that, of each. And you collect 8 of dry nuts and fruit with the 3 in each, you will see it's a good dose.
How to make masala? Is it in the
Yeah, everything is there. Everything is there. Okay. Not much done today. Too much. How many minutes do you take to the teeth to clean? How many minutes? You take in the class? 1 minute? Did you ever do 1 minute when you are late going to work and you wanted to brush your teeth? As soon as you touch the teeth, some taste came in and you just gargle quickly and get out. Correct? If you have value for the teeth, eyes and ears, you won't be ignoring all this. You have to find what is best available. I'm going to name them, okay? Number 1, enamel care, Arm & Hammer. If you put this too long, remember, it is not attacking the tissue inside, but it coats it, you know, enamel coat, as if it's a teeth. And that is coming off from your skin like a mask, and you think it has attacked my tissue. It does not attack, but it coats it so heavily if you keep it too long. Because I have worked with these pace, 20 minutes my timing. 20 minutes, I don't keep rubbing like this, you know. No. Within 1 minute, within 1.5 minute, I stop rubbing and I keep it inside the mouth and keep on squirting. Let the saliva value. I do other things. Okay. And that's how you complete 20 minutes. Because plaque is only possible to get away from if you keep it in the mouth for a while. And you don't do that. And how many people have back teeth problems? Because you always start on the front. You know how many sides of the teeth are? Inside 4, right? Outside 4, right? 2 at the back. 10 sides. If you change over every time starting point, every time starting is the concentration of this paste, maximum. That's where it cleans maximum. So you make sure you start one day on this side, other day on this side, and so on. Balance the cleaning. So you have aloe dent using aloe vera. Then you have dabar, Indian herb. Then you have miswak, which is kikkar or jand. Kikkar or jand. You know? Kikkar or jand, called miswak. Then you have parodontax. Parodontax. Okay. The best of their. How many brushes you use? You know how much distance is in the back teeth now? Particularly above 50s. There's more distance in the teeth because we never clean properly on the back side. How many times do you gargle after eating? 2 or 3 times, right? Should gargle cruelly at least 8 times and keep on swallowing. Never throw in the sink after eating. Never spit. Feel always at Gurdwara or Mandir or Mosque when you are doing that. You will never drain it out. What has gone in the body must stay in the body. It is to your credit. Back teeth. You have to go and find out. Back teeth has an angle on the top. 4 back teeth. Did you ever clean the back teeth? Very rare. Some people don't even know at our age. Don't even know that back teeth can be cleaned. Angle is different. So the other teeth, the gum line. If you have 2.5 hours vegetable or dal sitting on the stove, you think it will be in pieces? When you do this, it will be all like paste. And the paste always go in the gum line when you're eating. I clean 15 to 20 minutes with that, all these gadgets. Still there is fiber in the gum line which can only be driven out with the water paper. See how much I'm promoting the business people also. And I'm not hired by them. I'm only telling you, in today's life, if you don't know how to cook yet, read it. You will not regret it. Cook as I do. You don't have to clean too much when you cook right. Because that does not go in the gum line, what we cook. You have to chew. When you chew that, it is never like paste. Saliva is mixed, yes. But when you are doing like daria and oats and rice pudding, small, taste a little bit and you swallow. But when you try to eat, chew it, it's very, very fine fiber, it goes in the gum line. And it's not easy. How many people have canal gluten? Okay. Problem. I did this, do this now, find out how much air is hitting in the teeth and hurting you. That's all due to gum line, because that's where plaque starts working its way through into the root canal.
The oil pulling is good or not?
The
Oil pulling with the teeth.
for
Oil pulling.
whatever powder you use,
Not tail.
Tail.
in
Oil.
oil,
Yes.
if it's medicinal, it's okay. But normal oil, I say no, because it's got viscosity, picking up the fiber more. If it sits in the gum line, it will attract more fiber and will create problems eventually. So you should be using the water pick to drive all the fiber out. And if you use this with the oil, it won't drive it out because it sticks inside.
This much is
If you can wash that kind of oil, I don't know the property of the oil you're using, but it'll be interesting to find out. Tilana thing. No, you cannot drive it out. You cannot drive it. I know how thick it is. Only the time will tell. Keep tracking. If gum line is getting bad, you will, when you breathe with the teeth closed, if it's hurting slightly on the back side, means problem. The best is the paste, proper paste, and let it get diluted with your saliva. Don't spit it out too fast. Don't rush in it. Same thing with the eyes. 8 to 10 times touching the water and praising the Lord. Okay. Same thing with the ears. How do you clean your ears? Do you ever clean them? Why should you clean them if they are always clean? Shouldn't they be always clean? Shouldn't the eyes be always clean? You have only wax in the ears and the eyes if your mucus is not at the right viscosity. If you are in perfect balance physically, inside and out, your mucus is perfect, then no wax in the eyes and no wax in the ears. Isn't that amazing? Not only that, you must get other secret too. Gurudev Pitaji, mere dant saaf karo ji. Gurudev Pitaji, mere dant theek rakho ji. Gurudev Pitaji, mere yahan akhan theek rakho ji. Gurudev Pitaji, mere kaan theek rakho ji. Seems childish, but Atma is listening. But also, Gurudev Pitaji par se aaj shako ji, Gurudev Pitaji paani shako ji. Can you do that? Throughout the meal and the table? Do it. Gurudev Pitaji Ishnan karo ji. Not more in a way. This is the juice of what I wrote. Not more into it.
How about the tongue?
Tongue, taste on the tongue or tongue?
Like cleaning it.
Cleaning, tongue
Yeah,
cleaning.
tongue.
When you eat proper cooked foods, tongue is automatic. I have never cleaned the tongue in my whole life.
When you get the white stuff from tongue.
White stuff is only because there is imbalance in the foods. You have tortillaya, you have oil sitting all over on the vegetable. What would tongue do? Huh? What would throat do? And you drank cold water with it. I know you love cold water. See, I have to talk to her. She doesn't even know me. I know what's
never
happening.
drink cold water.
Yeah?
I never drink cold water. But I have same.
But you drink something with the meals.
No.
I drink after.
After how long though?
15 minutes after.
Yeah, you must have heard from now.